Hi, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Impress Your Date series. Today we're making baby back ribs. They're going to be slow cooked. There's baby back ribs and there's spare ribs. Spare ribs take longer, baby backs take less time, and they're just as good. Now we're going to be slow roasting these baby back ribs in the oven. Everything I do today with the oven, you could do the same thing with a smoker. Same time, same temperature. Toward the end, we're going to be brushing the ribs with some barbecue sauce. Now I'm going to use my killer apricot cherry sauce. You could use any barbecue sauce. The sauce you serve with these ribs will depend somewhat upon who your date is. I'm going to serve these ribs with a vinegar-based sauce, a mustard-based sauce, and my killer apricot cherry sauce. One of these sauces is sure to impress your date. So let's start cooking. So let's preheat the oven to 250 degrees. All right, now we need to bring the ribs to room temperature before we start to cook them. And we also need to remove the membrane from the back bone side of the ribs. To do that, take a towel or a paper towel and grab it at one end and just pull it as I'm pulling it now. That will expose the bones better so that the flavor of any marinade that you use or any sauce or your rub gets more into the ribs. Next, we want to rub them. Now, I have an anything rub recipe in my Sauces to Die For series, but you could use any barbecue rub that you buy in the grocery store. You just rub it, make sure you get a good coating over the whole thing. You know what, let's slice this in half so it's easier to work with. It will also be easier to get into the roasting pans. All right. I also want to rub the back side, bone side. Okay, so we want to oil our roasting pan. This is mainly just so it's easier to clean up at the end. You can use foil if you like. I don't use a lot of foil. I try to lower my carbon footprint, use less foil. I'd rather clean it than foil it. Now we want to put the ribs into the roasting pan, bone side down. And we're going to put them in the oven. Okay, let's put them into the oven for 2 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours. And next step is to brush the ribs with the pan juices. Now we want to add some pineapple juice to the roasting pan. Brush the ribs with a little bit of that pineapple juice. Cover it with foil. Now we want to put this back into the oven for 1 hour. Okay, it's been 1 hour. We're going to just brush them again. Okay, cover them back up. Then back into the oven for 1 more hour. Okay, it's been another hour. Take off the foil. Whoa, they're looking good. Now we want to brush them with some of the killer apricot cherry sauce, but you could use any barbecue sauce. Also want to brush with some pan juices. Now we're going to put the foil back on. Now we're going to put it back into the oven for another half an hour, but we're going to turn off the heat. So as the temperature drops in the oven, the ribs are going to cook a little bit more, and that sauce will just kind of caramelize on there. But we're now, the heat is off and the heat's going to be dropping. We're going to leave them in there for another half hour. So now we're searing the ribs in the pan just to get a nice caramelization on the surface. Then we're going to take them out and serve them. Beautiful, beautiful.